reason, since we're talking about him coming back, you say he should not.
No, I should. Well,
why should he not?
Because it was perfect how it all ended. Not the Roman part. Not the Roman part.
No, but it's not even the Roman part.
It was the how he put it all down.
Wrong.
Is he going to come back as the Undertaker?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
nobody wants the other one. Especially old him. Nobody wants.
You don't want the rolling?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
He's out of shape and a mess. He can't be rolling. But here's my thing. And everyone says, like, Shawn Michaels' career ended perfectly.
It did.
He stayed retired.
It did.
Ric Flair's ended perfectly, did not stay retired.
But
if we just ignore the TNA part.
But no one said Undertaker is retired.
But the thing is, people say that it ended perfectly. You just said it.
Yeah.
But it didn't, because the match sucked. Not because Roman, because they botched the tombstone reversal.
And they botched the spear.
Yeah, it wasn't a good match.
Well, that's true. And
you can recreate or even make it more dramatic his fight. Like, instead of just putting the hat down, you could have fucking druids everywhere. You got the fucking casket lower into the ground. Like, you could go all out with your thing.
Do you think that...
But you can't fix the match if you don't do it again.
How do you... Well, it's going to be Undertaker and Cena.
And I think Cena...
How do you make it important?
I say career versus career.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And just have Undertaker lose, but...
Imagine Cena lost.
If you're not having Undertaker lose, I've had this planned for years. Hear it out. It should be Kane, note, but we're just replacing Kane with Cena. It should be buried alive.
Between Cena and Undertaker?
Yes, because Undertaker never wins buried alive.
That's true.
So it's built an excuse for why he loses.
Where are they going to bury him alive at WrestleMania?
Exactly. It'll be epic. The walk up that ramp will be epic.
Oh, it'll be so long.
But it's not an outdoor.
That's true.
It's not
in the
as
Superdome,
bad.
So
it's more like Dallas than.
Well, we know what it is like. It's like WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, but it's not. It's still long compared to a normal show, but it's not like. Stupid.
It's not that awful.
It's not outdoors.
It's not the one where the Hardys ran for like.
But I think it should be buried alive because that makes it important, and it builds in why the Undertaker lost.
I feel like we talked about buried alive earlier.
But I think we did. But I think I think the perfect end for the Undertaker is getting buried alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it should be Kane.
It's not going to be Kane.
But I think here's how I retire them both. See, I'll be merciful. I'll get rid of Kane too. Kane buries them alive.
Yeah.
But he knows. Every time I bury this fucker, he gets up again. So he sets it on fire. But it sets him on fire, and he burns to death. Undertaker's buried and burned, and it's all over. The brothers, and then all the lights go out, and on the stage, there's 2 urns, and it's done.
I mean, I like it.
It's better than the hat.
But I know for a fact it's going to be Cena versus Taker.
So it's Cena Taker. But Buried Alive still works.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Cena in a Buried Alive can play the very good Shawn Michaels in the Ric Flair thing role, where he doesn't want to do it, but he keeps using the shovel.
Say I love you.
Like he keeps digging anyway, even though he doesn't want to. I think he can play that role well, and I think that'd
be a good match like that.
People keep saying, "Why are we doing this anyway? Like, why is he coming back?" Because if you're the Undertaker, all those other guys went out on good matches, and you're sucked.
Awful, actually. Yeah,
was shit. And Cena, I think, is good enough to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
To make sure, like, Roman's just not... He's not there. Maybe he'll be there if he gets 15 more years like Cena or whatever. But he's not there. Because Cena probably, in that same spot in his career, then would have fucked it up too. Yeah. He's not an amazing wrestler.
Yeah, because that was say that's like when Cena fought Shawn, probably.
Yeah.
Or JBL even. He wasn't perfect.
Yeah, so like... You know, I think that for The Undertaker, the guy who plays The Undertaker, for Mark,
it
is important to have a better match to go out on than that one. And let's be honest, the Cena-Undertaker match should have already happened.
It should have happened.
It has to happen now.
It should have happened when there was a streak.
But it has to happen.
Yeah, would this be Undertaker's last match? Do we agree on this? Or can he have another one? Like, he shouldn't have another one.
From what I understand, he had the hip surgery.
Yeah, so that means he's done.
But if it's feeling good, it should be the end.
I mean, every year since that streak should have been the end.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it should be the end. I don't think it has to be the end.
I think it needs to be the end.
I think if the match is like last year's, then yeah, it has to be the end. Like if
this is his last chance to have the match that's remembered.
But I think this match to me is The Rock and Cena. Like, this match should have happened. Yeah. You have to do this match. This match, you can't shut the door and be like, no, they just coexisted in the company for 15 years and never fucking met up.
Also, if this does happen,
I know they did
when this does happen, I think this has to be the main event.
Well, that's an interesting
topic. It can't be Roman and Brock. It would be like last year where
they just did it last year though, where they bumped all the titles out of the end.
But if they're ending him,
the reason it has to be the end is because if there's another dramatic hat situation.
I like the idea that you had where he like gets rolled, or if it's buried alive, that's cool too. But say he gets like rolled into the grave, it's closed by the Druids, and they just bring it up the thing, and he's gone forever.
Even like Cena, like carrying him like on his shoulders all the way over to the thing, and like
that'd be cool too.
Because Cena he carries people.
And Cena's like upset and stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty good. You signed me up for this match. Like I wasn't like feeling it. Like, Taker Cena sounds fun now.
There's a lot of good ways to do this.
I love Taker.
The Undertaker character affords lots of ways for him to be old and broken and still have this match.
See, I know you don't like Cena. I do like Cena. I know he can make this, like, emotional.
Cena and Roman violate the same rule in my wrestling playbook, which is they don't follow the rules. Yeah. Things that have to happen in wrestling for everyone else don't have to happen for them.
Cena's been losing a lot now.
But that's the thing.
I think his last win's like
it should have
Mania.
It's just like it's always extreme with them. They get really beat up and then magically win in 3 seconds. And it's supposed to feel like they survived, but instead it feels like this is fake. Like that guy couldn't have possibly murdered him for the last 20 minutes and then magically he's healed. He doesn't have superpowers. Super Cena.
I like the career versus career idea, though.
That could work.
And Cena bringing the dead carcass.
The only problem with that is it gives Undertaker another Mania loss because Cena can't lose.
Well, that's over now. Cena should not lose.
I know, but it gives him another Mania loss, and it doesn't have a stipulation. I think it has to have a stipulation, if for anything, to protect the Undertaker's wrestling ability at this point.
That's what they did with the Hell in a Cell, and it worked.
Yeah, and like the Jericho New Japan thing. Like, he can't do an hour of actual wrestling, but he can do 40 minutes of hitting each other with chairs.
Stipulation, career versus career sounds pretty good.
And Buried Alive is perfect. And I know, like, PG weirdness with Buried Alive, but it's Undertaker. He gets to break the rule. For the one...
I'm hoping, okay? You sign me up. I want it.
You play it off to the kids. He's already dead, so we're just putting him where he belongs. I don't know why he's walking around anyway. This is a problem.
If you can get the image of Cena carrying, like, the dead carcass of Undertaker, like, all sad, that's the image you need.
He does good at sad, sort of.